most of the issues that are common to humanity, they'll appear in the garden or by the Exodus, at least, in the wilderness wanderings. And fear of man is one of those problems that emerge most vividly in the context of the Exodus. People are called to take the land, and then there's that curious passage, I can't take the land, they're giants in the land. And the idea of fear here is who or what controls you. Will it be the word of your God who has just demonstrated his supremacy over the strongest nation of that particular era? Or will it be those in the land who seem to be especially strong? Whose words, whose eyes will control you? So that seems to be the beginning of it in Scripture. And then it's a theme that goes into Proverbs, fear of man will be a snare. And if we want to move to the New Testament, probably the most vivid illustration would be Peter, where here's this walk with his Messiah for these 3 years. And then Scripture is really seeking to make a contrast. Who will control you? Your Messiah or the words of this little slave girl who suggests that perhaps you are linked to this person who is now being court-martialed. And obviously it's a stunning picture of Peter being controlled by the opinions and the possible consequences of these words from a little girl. One of the things that I so appreciate about with the Apostle Peter is having become the poster boy for fear of man in Scripture and the treachery of it. When he writes this letter, forgiveness of sins is so rich to him, and his restoration to ministry after that is so rich to him. You really don't see it except in that one section in 1 Peter where he says, don't fear what they fear, but in your heart set apart Christ as Lord. And there you see it. There's that Old Testament dynamic that he brings in the New Testament. Who will you be controlled by? Will it be the words of man or the power of man? Or will it be the very words of Christ and being joined to him? So I think that's where fear of man probably works its way out in my own life. What does it mean to be controlled by the works of our God and his words more than the possible rejection of other people?